Thank you so much for stopping in. I am doing another card reading on Doge, D.O.G.E. It's a follow up to the first reading that I did on Doge, because this question is: do the people want Doge to keep going? There's a lot of pushback by the politicians, by the power elite. In this, my estimation. I mean, I've seen the politicians. There is a lot of pushback to looking at the books, looking at where money goes, looking at the waste, fraud, and abuse. That's what Doge is doing. They're looking at the waste, the fraud, and the abuse. They don't care who did it. They don't care, when they're looking at numbers or looking at how things developed and looking at trends. How things started happening, where it all went. They don't care, honestly, in my estimation. They don't think they care who did it. They care that it was done and that it was wasteful and that it was fraudulent and that it all trickled down to, eventually, it does matter that it went to one or two sources, but it's a mess, my estimation. So I pulled some cards. I'll put them up on the screen. And this is the transmission. This is the channeling I received when I pulled the card. Question: do the people want Doge to keep going? This is the transmission I have for you. They see the methodical attack, the people, see the methodical attack being waged on the project is showing results. The people are seeing that the attacks, in their fingers quote, the methodical attack being waged on the project is showing results. The project is only focused on the money that is being wastefully spent. They are looking at the organization and the use of the money. Well, that's kind of my position too, but I am receiving this channeling. They are looking at the organization. Doge is looking at the organization and the use of the money. The disclosure of Doge findings are being truthfully given to the people. This is me talking. The people want it. People want to, we don't necessarily want to know. The people want to know. The politicians don't want the people to know. Power elite don't want the people to know, because it's their whole scheme. It's the scheme that's been going on for ages. Next card. I'm going to read the last one again. The disclosure of Doge findings are being truthfully given to the people. The disclosures, the findings, are creating extremely heated emotions that create a society of irrational impressions. Doge are doing their reviews through general cyber abilities. There's nothing tricky. There's nothing nefarious. They are doing their reviews through general cyber abilities. Next card: looking at the federal government from a business point of view, looks at each organization, each segment of the government from a neutral bottom line, simply from a spending point of view in neutrality. However, those within the government organizations who believe they are the rulers of budgets, the rulers of the organization, they believe they are royalty, not just a group of employees who are supposed to be working for the people. They believe themselves to be elite and untouchable. And they will do anything to not let go of the power they currently have. They will do anything to not let go of the power they currently have. The righteousness of the federal system and their employees is spread far and deep, and they will do anything to protect their ground. They will do anything to protect their jobs. The bottom line is the lies, the deceptions are being revealed to the people, and the people approve and want D.O.G.E to show results. Remember, the question was, do the people want D.O.G.E to keep going? The bottom line is the lies, the deceptions are being revealed to the people, and the people prove and want D.O.G.E to show results. They want them. They obviously are saying to us, cards, that people wanted to keep going. The underlying cards, it is causing a whirlwind within the agencies and departments. There has been some success in reducing some area of personnel. In some cases, the executive order puts the directive into action. The D.O.G.E team keeps everything close and confidential. Even though the mainstream media is up in arms to find out some way to leak. They're trying really hard to get leaks. Ultimately, the emotions and activities makes agencies, organizations, and people leave, resign, and exit. That's where it ended. The last thing I wrote was that came in. It appears to the people to be working, and they, according to the cards, the people approve and are okay with this stuff happening. Now, that's where it ends. I want to say, I don't want people to lose their jobs. I mean, that is horrible. It's happened to me several times, unexpectedly. However, I want everybody to know that I am not a hard-hearted person, because losing your job, losing your income is horrid. It's not the people that are in these, or the regular everyday person like you and me. It's not who we're talking about. We're talking about the higher levels, and the people who have just gotten used to not having to really do a job, really have not been held to be accountable for the job they're supposed to be doing. There's a lot of things going on right now. And as you recall, oh boy, it's been months. My universal energy sources started telling us things are stacking and moving, stacking and crumbling and adding to and cascading and building and moving forward. And I can't remember the words, but it was like stacking and cascading. Of course, crumbling came before the cascading, and the cascading and the stacking and the layering. But that's exactly what's happening. We are in a very big time of change. And part of the change is what D.O.G.E is doing. And they, everything I look at, everything when I ask my guides, my universal sources, they say they are neutral because it doesn't matter what it is, it matters that it happened. And then after they discover what happened, then they can look into, was it okay? Was it wasteful? Was it fraudulent? Did one organization have 5 different names and $225 million went to each one of them because that's what it said on paper, and nobody ever looked at it? There's a lot of repetition that's going on. Anyway, I might have lost some people, but when you and me pay our taxes, when we live our lives the way we're told that we're supposed to, and we follow the rules, and then you come up, then you see all these other people who we support. The average taxpayer supports the bigger system. That's how it's designed. And we see that they aren't held to the same expectations and standards that we are expected to be held to. I think it matters. I think it bothers people. Now, I didn't need to really tell my personal views about all this stuff, but I did. And but it's not to hurt the average person. I have no intention to hurt the average person. Unfortunately, it does sometimes. In this case, it might, but I think those people will come out okay because they're getting some money to live on until they can find something different. So it's not like everybody's going to be out flailing in the wind, but it has to be done, I think. So like my video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and please stay tuned because there's a lot more to come.